All right, hello there. Welcome back to another wee bit of video. Today's video is a very interesting video in that I don't even think this is ever going to be universally agreed upon. This is going to be the most random video I do in instant time. It's a mobile phone games tier list, mobile/phone games tier list, like mobile games. Yeah, you ever play mobile games? I love mobile games. I've played so many mobile games. You do it when you're bored, you're doing it when you're in the bathroom, or when you're just at a place where you can't really do anything else, or maybe you're just multitasking, or maybe you're doing it because you really enjoy the game and you take it more seriously than other games. Regardless, whatever the case may be, we got S, A, B, C, D, and then I don't know for any games that I haven't played, and there's quite a few games I haven't played, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. But with that being said, I know there's a lot of games on here that I have played. So, let's just get right into it. Bloons Tower Defense 5, A tier, 100%. The only reason why it's not S tier is because the game gets super laggy, and that is obnoxious. It gets super laggy when you go deep into waves. Plus, like, you know, some other games, there's a barrier behind spending your own money, and that's just lame. But with that being said, it's a good game. Honestly, a great game. That's why it's an A tier. Never played. Gotta get that out of the way now. Never played. Flow Free. Back in its heyday, everyone. I want to say I was in high school. To give you guys reference, I'm 22 years old. So I want to say what, like 6-7 years ago, maybe this game was like really popping. Everyone was playing it. It's a good game, a nice puzzle game. But nothing crazy, nothing I would do like to take anything like remotely serious. And okay, let me give you guys my, before I get further into this, let me give you guys my criteria of what makes a great game. Is, for one, is there any leveling up? Is there any progression? Sorry if that affected your ears, it probably did. If there's any leveling up, if there's any progression, if there's any rewards for that progression, can you take it seriously, like to where you can actually kind of treat it like a regular video game, to where whether it's a storyline or whether, you know, you're trying to be competitive and get better. I think the more casual, the lower I'm gonna grade this stuff, because the more casual the game, you can't really get too invested. It's just like whatever. Although I will say there are some casual games that, you know, probably will be unnecessarily high because of addicting kind of feeling. Hashtag Flappy Birds. But anyway, let's just go forward. Angry Birds, I think, is a great game. Personally, I've actually never been heavily invested, but I know so many people who have loved this game, and personally I thought it was fun. I thought it was a good game. I don't think it's better than Bloons Tower Defense for sure, but there's definitely progression, definitely more of a story the more you go, and then all new kinds of birds. So it's a really good game for sure. I think it's definitely better than Flow Free. Apologize in advance to all these people who play these games that I don't know. And then this one's like how to die, or how to not die, or too many ways to die, or some stupid. It's a little bit of an obnoxious game. I'm gonna actually leave it in C tier. It gives you like these little puzzles and things to do, but I find it very annoying because I grow very impatient with playing it, and it's just one of those things where I'm like, all right, dude, I'm just trying to see this level through and then stop playing. It's one of those games for me. A lot of games I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. Slither.io, similar to Flow Free, but I'm sorry. I don't see. It doesn't appeal to me, man. It's definitely not a D tier game, but it's just not. It's not it. Bejeweled, one of the most classic OG games. Boring as hell in my eyes. I do not have a good time. I believe this is the boss game where you beat up your boss or some shit. I haven't played it enough. I'm gonna go there. This game, C tier. It's perfectly stacking up these little squares, I want to say. Okay, this Zombieville game is really fun. It's not Angry Birds or Bloons Tower Defense fun, but it's a good game, man. It's just it's just so. It's casual but actiony at the same time, to where you're just messing up zombies and kinds of stuff, and it's fun. It's fun. I like that game. Timberman, sorry, don't know what that is. This is Cut the Rope, I believe. It's a chill game. It's a puzzle game. Nothing crazy about it. I can't say that I'm particularly fond of it. So moving forward. Sorry, a lot of games I don't know. I think that's Digimon, but I'm not sure. Geometry Dash is a really solid game. Definitely A tier game because, for one, there is definitive progression. There's like similar to Plants vs Zombies, to where there's like stages, and then like you can move on to the next like warped level, and it gets increasingly difficult, but it's kind of addicting, dude. Just like getting with the music and then just tapping it and trying to get there, and it's extremely difficult. The hard levels are like I'm talking hours types of consumption in terms of time. It is insanely difficult, but Geometry Dash is a solid game. The chicken game, Crossing the Road, as it Crossroads or something like that, I think it's a solid game. Nothing too spectacular, very, very casual. I think you can unlock different outfits, but I just, for me, I don't see the appeal all too much. Classic Clans, I think people would destroy me, and I mean absolute destroy me, if I didn't put this game in at the bare minimum of A tier. Reason being, okay, so this is like one of the only games that I'm ever going to put in A tier that I actually didn't play, is because all my brothers played it, all my cousins played it, everyone around me and their mom and their grandma and their grandfathers played it, and they were addicted, man. I'm talking when I was in middle school, man, everyone played it. In high school, everyone played it. And I decided not to play it because I didn't want to get hooked, because I was already hooked into other games. But that one was a game that I just can't avoid how often. I could tell you stuff about this game that I didn't even know because of people just constantly talking about it. So I can't disrespect it. People might not like that I didn't play the game and I'm putting it so high, but I've seen people play it 1,000 times. And plus, you know, when it is as involved in my life as it was, even though I didn't play it, that says something. Like, that really does. And then boom, we don't know these games at all. Trivia something, definitely A tier, creeping on S tier. What is it? Trivia something. Well, my favorite part about it is you're able to play against your friends and stuff like that and compete. It's honestly a really good game because it can include everyone and anyone. It's literally trivia of all, and I just don't think you can beat that. Angry Birds, Space, I don't know what that is. Akinator's a solid chill game, but once you figure out, you know, how this game works, it's nothing special. Jetpack Joyride. That game is S tier, man. Jetpack Joyride is a freaking blast. Like, that shit is addicting, dude. I got hooked so hard on Jetpack Joyride. Y'all have no idea. I played it on the PlayStation 3. At that point, it did not become a mobile game to me. It became a game I wanted to progress through on my PlayStation. That shit is crazy addicting. So many power-ups. Although I will say, the biggest flaw behind it to this very day is there is no end. You just go and go and go and go and go without purpose. And for that reason, it will never be the best mobile game. I hate games that just don't have an ending of some sorts. It's just stupid. And if it did have an ending, it might be one of my favorite games of all time. Because of that, it's going to be on the outer end of S tier. But it's so like people friendly and that anyone can just grab and go and just kind of have fun with it. Pokemon Go, S tier. I don't think there's any other mobile game that took the world by storm like Pokemon Go did for the first 2 months of its release. Everyone was playing it, dude. I remember once I was at a park, somebody was saying Charizard, or something along the lines of a rare Pokemon, and everyone just like on their phone just to one location. They just swished to one location. It was pretty wild, man. Pokemon Go in the first 2 months. Even afterwards, I played for a long time. My Pokédex, I collected all of Gen 1, almost all of Gen 2, almost all of Gen 3. I stopped playing around Gen 5-ish, but Pokemon Go is a really, really, really good game because you get to catch Pokemon in real life. You get to actually get active, and I don't think there's a game that can beat actually getting active, to be honest. But Pokemon Go, phenomenal. Nowadays, I get really annoyed with it because they just try to make you buy everything and the deals are ripoffs, which I hate. So I've kind of stepped away from Pokemon Go. But yeah, Minecraft, I've never actually played, let alone on mobile device. I will not be ranking it. Among Us is a really good game, dude. It's a really good game, but it sucks the soul out of me to lie so goddamn much, dude. Like, I'm a realist. I'm an honest person more often than not. Keyword more often than not. Keywords more often than not. I'm not going to claim that I don't lie from time to time, but Among Us, having to lie through my freaking teeth, bro, it kills me. I hate it. I hate lying like that. It just bothers me so much. So for that reason, Among Us is not S tier. It's a great game though, and I'm very on it. I feel bad. It's Jetpack Droid is not as good as Among Us, is it? Fuck. But I don't know. I guess it just depends on your social circle. Like, if you got a social circle, bro, Among Us is gonna be better. But if you were like me in middle school and high school where you were lonely, Jetpack Droid was the shit. And the only reason why I gotta play Among Us is because I gotta play with my cousins and my brother. So if it wasn't for them, Among Us wouldn't even be A tier. So because Among Us is so limited to a social circle, like it's not fun at all just playing with randoms, like you're just texting and shit. Like, it's not cool. It's not fun. But playing with actual people can be fun, but it's soul sucking to lie all the fucking time. I hate it. The Salgador game, you gotta give him like water for a shower, is whatever games. It's like, it's better than Akinator and Bejeweled and all in the stat game of Solari on this game. I forgot what it's called, but yeah. Don't know. Okay, a lot of don't knows, and then we know this is another typical mobile. Like, when I say typical mobile game, I mean just like simple, progress through little by little. I should honestly probably put this here. Progress through little by little. A little catchy for a bit, and then you just get over it. Doodle Jump has got to be S tier, not because it, for today's standards, it holds up really well. Hold on, for Ninja, same thing, S tier. Not because of today's standards it holds up really well, but we're talking about one of the most OG mobile games, and at the time of its release, it was everywhere. Everyone was playing it on their brand new smartphone. It was like the most universally played games at the time, because again, mobile games were just becoming a thing, and this Doodle Jump was everywhere, man. It was freaking crazy. So I remember playing Doodle Jump on my phone just non-stop, just playing and playing and playing. And to today's standards, it definitely doesn't hold up the same. But with that being said, it's a great game for its time, and you can't compare it to today's games because obviously it doesn't hold a candle to what technology has done. But again, in its era, in its generation, that shit was crazy. Great game. Don't know. Clash Royale, definitely S tier. Clash Royale is definitely one of the better games of all time, just because from the moment of its release till now, similar to Clash of Clans, they just keep updating it. But Clash Royale is better than Clash of Clans in my opinion, because you can just constantly battle other people, battle your friends. You don't have to have a social circle to really enjoy the game. The biggest flaw in that game, in my eyes, is it's pay to win. Like, you gotta pay to have the newest leveled up cards, and it's stupid, and I hate it. But I get it from a company standpoint. You gotta make your bread, but for those reasons, it will never be better than Pokemon Go in my eyes. Pokemon Go, they ask for money a lot, but like, you're not competing against your friends. Like, even if you have 5 good Pokemon, like, that's enough. You're good to just have gyms, depending on where your location is for a little bit. But Clash Royale is so paid to play, it's not fun. What you can do now, what I do like, is that you can do competitive mode to where you're limited at that level 9 mark. But just going up in trophies is just a pain in the ass, because if you're playing someone who's higher than you significantly in terms of card level, you're at such a disadvantage. So yeah, it's a great game. It's an S tier for a reason. Never played, but it's like this Angry Birds, so I'm gonna put that there. Oh, actually, I have played it, so that's why I'm putting it there, and it is a Star Wars version. But that's that. Never played. This is Brawl Stars. Never played. Never played. Never played. So many never played. I'm sorry. Number 1 is S tier, bro. That's just not even close. I actually do enjoy Jetpack Joyride more, but Temple Run, another one of the OG mobile games. Not the OG, but like legitimately awesome mobile games. I really do enjoy Temple Run even to this day, just to play casually. But it's been a long time. It's definitely outdated compared to other games. But when it was first out, similar to Doodle Jump, everyone and their mama's mama was playing it. So yeah, and never played this game. Candy Crush Saga, I played temporarily. It's a better version of Bejeweled. I don't understand how people can get so hooked on it, because I never got like hooked on it. I'd probably be like 30 levels and I'd uninstall the app. Like my mom, I know, was really hooked on it, but it's just kind of like whatever, you know, and nothing crazy. Yeah. But yeah, I apologize. I haven't played a lot of these mobile games. Maybe I shouldn't have done this list, but I saw the mobile games that I did play and I thought, you know what? I really do want to do this fucking list, man. I really do. Okay, I see this right here, right now. Plants vs. Zombies, in my opinion, is the greatest mobile game of all time. And my reason being is very simple. You don't have to compete against anyone. But with that being said, you can pay money to upgrade your plants to make the game easier. But there's so many plants. So many levels, so much content to do. And I just love the theme of Plants vs. fucking Zombies. I've always enjoyed playing it. When the game first released, I was playing it on the computer. Then it moved to I know that there's a PlayStation version, and I beat the whole game in the PlayStation version. Then they came out Plants vs. Zombies 2, and I was playing on my phone. I beat the whole game on my phone. And again, this is more of a personal pick than it is like, I mean, most of these are personal picks regardless. But for me, no other game is Plants vs. Zombies good. I don't like the new PlayStation games and the Garden Wars, whatever. But the OG style of 5 lanes, you place your plants, zombies come at you, like so much goodness in Plants vs. Zombies. And this is Plants vs. Zombies 2, by the way. But yeah, Plants vs. Zombies, freaking awesome. Flappy Bird. Okay, Flappy Bird's S tier, even though there's like it doesn't fit my criteria at all in terms of progression. I said it earlier, Flappy Bird, but progression, there's none of that. It's just endless, but man, it took the world by storm. Was there a bigger mobile game than Flappy Bird at the time of its release? Like this is a genuine question, because this game was so addicting. People were giving the creator death threats, so much that he had to take it down from the Google store. Like what? Like really? Like damn. Okay, but Flappy Bird, I personally had my enjoyment with the game. I was never good. I think my highest record was like in the 20s or 30s. I was really ass cheeks. But I feel comfortable adding it where it's at, because again, it doesn't fit any of my criteria of like what I like in a mobile game. But just the humor it gave me and the fun it was playing against like my brothers and seeing their numbers go up. I don't think my oldest brother ever played it, but I know my youngest definitely did. My youngest brother definitely did. It was just fun. It was good. It's a fun game. This is actually Bloons TD5, but I'm counting this as Bloons TD5. So to avoid confusion, let's just what the fuck? I'm gonna assume that this is 5 then. I think I had it here or here. I don't remember where I had. That's fine. Jetpack Joyride, I don't know why there's another one. It's fine. Doodle Jump, I don't know why there's another one. Don't recall. Don't know why there's another. Okay, so Call of Duty Mobile is another really good game. I think it's really fun, but I don't think anything more than that. Reason being is because I play Call of Duty so much on console that going to mobile is not the ideal transition. Although I will say there's a lot of people that are dedicated mobile players, but they're playing with like controllers on fucking mobile, and that's not cool. So for those reasons, I'm good. But it's still a really good game. I actually heavily enjoyed Call of Duty Mobile for quite a bit of time. I wish Dokkan Battle was on here. Dokkan Battle would be S tier. It's a Dragon Ball Z game, but it's not. Subway Surfers, great game. Love the game. Holds up really well. A lot of kids still play it. I know my niece plays it. My girlfriend has played it. Even I'm talking present day, but in terms of the past, everyone's played it. I would probably place it higher than Doodle Jump and Flappy Bird, to be honest. I did like Temple Run more. Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. Again, I'm not a fan of these endless games, though. I do like an ending, and that's why for me, seeing Plants vs. Zombies is like my favorite mobile game of all time, because you can get to an end. Like, you can beat the game. I love knowing that I beat something, as opposed to like, oh, but my highest score was this. Like, no, fuck the highest score, dude. Let's get to the end. So yeah. And the end for Clash Royale and Pokemon Go would be to collect all of them, max out everything, or just be the best in terms of like competitive. But yeah, I do like an ending to stuff. That's just me though. And this game, I forgot what it's called, but I actually beat the whole game as well. It was a solid. I believe I beat the whole game. Shit, it was a really solid game. I don't know why I can't remember it. It's like you click on it and you're throwing balls at glass, and you got to break the glass as your like screen moves. And I really do like the game. That's why it's an A tier. There's probably some hot takes, but you know what, guys? Ultimately, I don't see a whole lot of D tier, just because of the fact. Sorry, I'm just filling this out. I don't want to have anything here. I don't see a whole lot of D tier just because of the fact that like a lot of these are popular games for a reason. You know, they all bring something to the table. Now, for me personally, there's some games that again I just don't like. I'm gonna put Bejeweled behind. Yeah, okay. Bejeweled, I really like. It's okay. It really is just an okay game for me. Yeah, I'm comfortable with this list. I hope my face isn't blocking too much. So yeah, from S tier, my favorite mobile game / fun game of all time. Okay, what I was saying was my favorite mobile game of all time. Definitely Plants vs. Zombies. Pokemon Go's 2. Clash Royale. I mean, honestly, Dokkan Battle would be 2 if it was on here. I'm gonna show you guys the game I'm talking about, but it's not even on as an option. DBZ Dokkan Battle. This game is actually my second favorite game of all time. Unfortunately, you guys cannot see it, which is stupid, like in terms of like as an option. But this game is really good. I still keep up with it today, even though I don't play it anymore because of reasons that I don't need to get into. That's a whole nother discussion. But that would be my second favorite game of all time. Pokemon Go 3, Clash Royale 4, Fruit Ninja 5, Jetpack 6. Yeah, I really do like where all this is, how this is looking. I really do. Probably, what games do I have in my phone that I don't have on here? Looking at my phone, to be honest, yeah, I don't have a lot of games anymore. Oh, Vector. Vector was on here? Oh, let me show you. If Vector was on here, that game would be S tier, no doubt. Oh, Vector. Mobile game. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is Vector. I'm going to show you guys images. Highly recommend you guys download this game. This right here. You're basically this dude who's running away from a world of mind control, and you don't want to be brainwashed, so you break free. And it's just a ton of parkour. Like, it is badass. They actually did come out with number 2, which I was not a big fan of number 2. But number 1, you can get on the Play Store if you have the Google Play Pass, or I think you may be able to just buy it outright. Vector's actually a really, really good game. Highly recommend. That game would probably be number 5. Fruit Ninja 6, maybe. Yeah, that sounds about right. Other than that, oh, Kingdom Rush. Fuck, Kingdom. Okay, yo, they're missing a lot of games, to be honest with you, because all the Kingdom Rush games would be top 10 easy. Kingdom Rush. The OG Kingdom Rush would probably be number. Kingdom Rush is definitely better than Clash Royale because there actually is an end as well. Kingdom Rush, this is the OG ass game, dude. This game is so badass, and there's 4 iterations of it. Kingdom Rush Frontiers, Kingdom Rush Origins, and then Kingdom Rush Revenge. Yeah, regardless, this game's amazing. I would recommend playing this game in mobile as well. So many good mobile games that if they were on here, man. Okay, so just know that the Kingdom Rush games, all of them are my top 10. All the Kingdom Rush games are like from here, and like Jetpack Joyride would be like way back there with all these games to fit in the Kingdom Rush games. Vector would be behind Kingdom Rush 1. Fruit Ninja would be behind Vector and Kingdom Rush 1 as well. But whatever the case may be, I'm working with the games that are given to me. I apologize that if you're a huge fan of some of the games that I put on IDK. I've played so many mobile games, guys, like so many, but there's only so much time I have, and I do what I can, man. Sorry. With that being said, I appreciate you guys for watching. Let me know what games you guys like. Let me know what games I missed that you really like. Let me know what you agree or disagree with. But as always, this is All We've Been Different. All We've Been Different. And we out.